And yo, it's the house of the dragon season 2 light. Hop on Alicia Kingston channel, take flight. Green queen, black queen, let's ignite. In the era where the Targaryens rule tight. Queens of the thrones, steaming in the dark. Blackfish showing claws, dragons in the park. Kings letting dramas, secrets in the chambers. Serpents in the realm, only fire can tame us. Queen on the queen side, hands blood stained. Promises broken, power unchained. But the black's got strategy, dragons in flight. Night means day, reign supreme by night. Queen on the queen side, hands blood stained. Promises broken, power unchained. But the black's got strategy, dragons in flight. Night means day, reign supreme by night. Soulful whispers, crowns clashing bones. Medieval battles, blood, fire stones. Queens of power, gold fierce and hard. Dragons roaring, tearing lands apart.
Yes, indeed. Yes, in motherfucking deed. Y'all, we are back. We are back. And we are here with some lovely, lovely ladies, my friends, my comrades on these thrones in Dragon Streets. Mi familia of the full blood kind. Wagwan, brethren. Wagwan. Let's start at the top. Meeks.
What up?
Y'all know who Meeks is, but Meeks, say what's good. What's good, sis?
How you doing, y'all? I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yes.
Yes. And sorry, Funda.
Yo, we will get to the chat in a second. Cause Daphne, wagwan, brethren. Wait, she frozen?
No, I think she's moving slightly.
Are you kind of? She's Drax right now. This is her and her Drax. You know, she's very sure that she is imperceptible. Damn it, she moves.
I told you. I told you she moved.
But I don't think her vid is catching up with the sound just yet, though. But so we'll come back to you, cuz. Over to our lady Heidi. Y'all know when we have the costume questions or just want to have a random ass awesome discussion, Heidi is always going to be in the spot. Lady CostumeCo, say hi to people.
Hi everyone. I'm so happy to be here. This is my first after the show with you, AK.
It is indeed. Oh, another baby cuz Tanisha. Y'all know Tanisha. She been in rocking with us since season 1, and we was doing the watch alongs at the beginning of the season. What's going on, cuzzo?
Hey everybody.
You're so lively.
Welcome. Yes.
Appreciate you being here. And if that big head girl is still awake, tell her I said, hey, smooches, I love you. All right, Sphinxy. She in the bed. Oh, damn, that's surprising.
She tired.
Sphinxy, what's going on, ma'am? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy. I'm here. I'm ready to chit chat. I took notes. I bought myself a little notey book.
Oh shit. Okay, I feel you. I feel you.
I can't remember shit. And
look, that's
talk about shit.
We getting old. We getting old out here. That's how it do.
I get you.
I'm 45 years old. My brain don't work the way it used to. I gotta take notes.
Mm-hmm.
I got pages and pages of little notes, little tidbits. I'm ready to talk about.
That's how it be.
I'm prepared.
Daphne, I see you moving a little bit more in real time. Are you good?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Sorry, got distracted.
Okay, well, can you get off them TikTok streets, please? Okay, we don't got time for that damn clock.
I know, right? Look.
Can you please say hi to the people?
My bad.
I mean, you gonna say hi? You know, hola, hello.
Hello, people.
No.
Hello.
Indeed. And also, I am so happy I was able to snag her, and she saw our stream the first time on my channel. Period. We are popping her cherry tonight. Lady Tati.
Yeah.
We are all for the popping of the cherries.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Wow. Lady Tati has entered the chat.
I was like,
That is for the cherry popping.
Look, don't act like you don't know. We be doing random, saying random everything in these streets. Okay,
I know I should have expected it. I did not. It's very late.
I'm just saying, this isn't your first rodeo. It's your first time here, but not your first rodeo with me. You should know these things.
I should know better. You're right. You're right, Miss AK. You're right.
Indeed. So let me jump over to the chat here real quick, ladies. There was a lot of y'all in here rocking with us for the watch along, and I'm so glad that you were able to come back over here. Lady Helaena, just me, G was going good. Who the fuck is this Man and Meeks person? Excuse me.
Who the fuck is that person?
I don't know. I don't know who the fuck that is. Like, I mean,
Look at that hair.
Yes,
you know,
was
I'm joking.
10 years ago.
So
My God.
sick of her.
That's when I wore wigs.
So sick of her.
Okay, right, you know. Okay, let me scroll down a little bit more. Scroll down. Marissa Fields, hello. What's going on? Lady V, always wonderful to see you. Miss Swift. Mink, indeed. Feel like we should have had 10. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely wanted to have that, but you know, we'll get into that. Hold your course. We'll get into it.
Like the
And of course, y'all know these ladies around here. Funda.
I knew
Funda wants her 8 hours back, right? Literally backstage, because Meeks was like, "Yo, Funda is about to hate this shit." I was like,
her
yep.
TV.
And I said, she's not going to be on with us tonight. And she was like, immediately, I didn't even get to get the rest of my sentence out. But is she coming tomorrow, though? Is what Meek said. And I said, yes, absolutely. So, yes, we will hear all of those complaints in 4K tomorrow night. Y'all don't forget to come back and watch. All right, so let me scroll down here a little bit more. Lady Amy is in the spot. What is going on? I mean, look, you are not wrong, Mink. You are not wrong.
Tyland was telling it all this episode. It was amazing.
Indeed. All right, hold on. Punk Rock Pollyanna. I don't know that I've seen you here before. If I have, I apologize, but welcome.
Cool
because
name.
to my memory, I have not seen you before, and I'm so glad that you were here. And I'm glad that you thought enough to jump into the chat with us. I appreciate that. Lady Mina's over here, Haymaker. The guy is always in. Lady Casey, House Lorebridge. What's going on? Santavia Major, what's going on, sis?
Hey,
And,
Santavia.
okay, wait. Hold on, Mink. I see that vernacular. Is you from our neck of the woods?
Yes, because we were talking about it on the last stream. Remember, we were talking about where did everyone hail from? That was just, I think, just as Tatiana was going to bed.
The rum be strong sometimes. So I'm sorry I didn't remember that, Mink. I fully admit to my faults. We were very much in our cups that last stream. Indeed. Phil H, what is going on? And are we caught up? Oh, hold on. Laymore Stapleton. I know for sure that is definitely a new name. Hello. Yeah, you want to know who kidnapped Otto? Facts. That little tidbit.
Absolutely.
That is a question of the episode.
That little tidbit gave me such enjoyment.
When did he get kidnapped? He left King
When did they snatch him?
Look, quote unquote, did he? Did we see him leave?
Yes, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe he never left.
It had to be Loris.
Right.
Loris snatched his ass up.
I would holler if that's the case.
Yo, that's wild. That is fucking wild. So, what did I just stroll into? Shenanigans. Adamantium. I feel like you should have known this already. But absolutely, shenanigans. Indeed. But welcome back. I am glad you are here. Yes, hello again, Lady Michelle. Appreciate you being here. Oh, Caroline Tourneau. Is there an accent on the end there? Or let me know. I always try to make sure I pronounce people's names correctly. So let us know. Season 3 in 1 year. I mean, yo, that's fact. I agree. And welcome again to the chat. Appreciate you being here. And again, y'all know StreamYard does not always move as fast as the chat. Because like Meek said last time, we will say or type one thing and then 20 other comments come up and we can't always catch them.
It was a miracle that I managed to get you in your reaction. Honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, she's not gonna see this.
Tati, can you check your volume levels? It's a tad bit high when you speak. Just a bit, not a whole lot, but enough to be like too extra loud.
Let me
in my eardrums.
But to co-sign what she was saying, like also, like I was in the stream, like in your stream, but I couldn't. I had to mute you. Like I couldn't because
no, I understand because you got to keep up.
Yeah, and I couldn't do both. And then I had to go poop. Okay, I took a poop.
We didn't need to know that, but thanks for sharing.
I took a poop. Then I came back and I was way behind. And so now I'm like, oh, now the whole chat's ahead of me. And so,
well, did you pause?
I paused the show.
Even if you pause,
I didn't pause the chat. I just let the chat keep going. So I came back and people were like, oh shit, Alicent and blah blah blah. I'm like, what?
Right. Okay,
what happened?
For the after show, what I will kick it off with is we're definitely not going to get into everything, obviously. Because we were doing the full discussion tomorrow. And Heidi, remind me if we're going to be on with you on Thursday also. I couldn't remember if we had booked that already.
Yes,
okay, cool.
And Tatiana, if she's available, and Bex.
Yes, indeed. And Meeks, I do believe I saw an asterisk next to you to come for that too. If you're not recording other stuff, it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
she's like,
man, why are there two of you?
I gotta think.
Tati, hold on. Type in the private chat. Should I pull off the one that you are on and do this new one? I'm gonna say yes because that other one isn't moving, but you are. Yes. Okay. I think you're good right now. We'll see.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Very, very clear. Yeah, and it doesn't sound like you're screaming at us. Absolutely. So, hold on, damn it. What was I about to touch on? Okay, yeah, this. Amen.
Oh hell no.
Oh.
Come, but baby, cause come. Look,
Oh Lord.
I need you to understand. No. Let me put herbal thought in it. You know, it's a Dark Angel reference. If you know. Let me put herbal into my brain. I need you to understand. Keep your blood hands to yourself. Let Helaena alone.
Or get them hands chopped the fuck off.
Bro, you really called yourself coming in here to the queen, trying to snatch her up. What is wrong with you? I mean, I feel like that speaks to what was being said about him in just a couple not episodes, but a couple scenes before. He is throwing a tantrum right now because he sees that he is not the full power anymore, and the only extra power that he really can get is Helaena on Dreamfire. And Helaena, not only does she's not ever really been that much on dragon riding, so yeah, she still has that connection, but she's not there a whole lot, and she most certainly is not going to be compelled or bullied into killing innocent folks, especially killing members of y'all's family. And you had the nerve to say, and after she talked to she, wait, all that stuff you say is real. How did you not know that? How did you not already know that? When you came back from that bullshit, she flat out asked you, was it worth it?
Yep.
Exactly.
I just really hate how
Wasn't
everybody
he in the room
discredits
when she
what
said he would have to lose an eye.
Have to lose an eye. Yes.
Wasn't he standing right there?
He was standing right there. Mm-hmm. It really is a little bit absurd, and I don't appreciate it. But I
think this is honestly the first episode in the entire show when people actually listen to Helaena.
Yeah.
They actually listen to her, because usually she says something and they're like, but this says like, no, you are going to goddamn fucking listen, whether it's in person or by the werewolf, you're going to listen to me. I was like,
yep. One or the other.
Finally, somebody is listening. Damon finally listened. After all, the whole family just ignores her, rants and her not rants, but her little statements or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever gives it any credence, but Damon saw some shit.
Exactly.
And it made him take a couple steps back.
It's fucking wild. And really the Auntie Joey was good. Yo, Auntie Joey gonna be on with us, another first time on the channel with us tomorrow night. But yeah, the thing with that got me was, and I'm gonna give myself a gold star for that because I already called it before they did it. When that shit was happening on Damon's side, I said, yo, what are the odds that Helaena is going to be experiencing this in real time? And just a couple seconds after, it pans over to her, and you see that she is absolutely 100%. Even all the way in King's Landing, she is tapped in to that weirwood net, talking to Damon right now. And that I think that is probably my biggest highlight of the episode, because like y'all saw, those y'all that watched the watch along, I was very disgruntled on some different parts, but that right there, they gave me that little shot of magic to weave into the history and lore. Thumbs up. Let me go to Heidi. Let me get your thoughts on that first, please, ma'am.
Well, are you talking about her being in the wear net?
Yeah, being in Damon's vision, yes.
Well, I don't have too much to say on it, but so I agree with you. Sorry, I'm not a book reader, so you'll have to excuse me on that.
Oh no, I know I wasn't. I don't. That doesn't happen in the books, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
No, Helaena does not have a lot of presence at all in the books. The show has put all that in.
Yeah, this is all brand new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing, though. The beauty of that setup is we know that in world the book was written by the Maesters, and you can't trust a lot of the history the Maesters have written down. So it fits in so well because they're going to change that. And it goes along with that line that Rhaenyra said to Alicent. History will paint you as a villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
So
she was right.
About the fact that she had him touch the weirwood tree to see the truth. Like, is this more proof that the old gods are true gods? Because I'm always going back and forth as to which gods are the actual real gods.
When it comes to a lot of the lore with religions in that world, the main one that I do think is really is the old gods. We see all the time random shit that happens that the old gods are connected to, and the old gods, for y'all that don't know the source material, it's basically the gods that are nameless and formless because it's so back far in the history of that world that no one really remembers what their names are, but they know there was a cabal, we'll say, of gods way back in the day. Yeah, and they were in the trees.
Their history lives in the trees. But also,
exactly,
God has proven himself worthy.
Rhaenyra has also proved himself to be real. I think the Lion of Night also proved himself to be real. The only reason we have the 5 forts in the histories is because of the Lion of Night. So stuff like that we've seen. I say the old gods are real. However, when it comes to the 7,
they haven't done shit.
What the fuck have they done? Why are they so revered?
They take all the money.
Shit.
It's the funding the money.
That's 100% correct, because like the main thing in the histories with the Andals is one of them was given some stupid vision about a land that they could go and conquer that was just for them, and it was meant for them to go and conquer it. But when you look at what was actually happening around that time, they didn't go over there because of some damn religious prophecy. They went over there because they were some little bitch made bastards running from the Valyrian dragons.
Mm-hmm.
That is why they were over there. So again, the 7 don't do shit. Exactly, Auntie. The 7, they are the propaganda that has been spouted. They are. It's almost like the bullshit the Bene Gesserit did in Dune. They planted a prophecy, so at any point in time, if they needed to go there for refuge or anything, they would be able to be accepted.
But didn't the Bene Gesserit actually do actual magic though? Like, they did magic.
They did. You're right. But their place in that alongside the Fremen, it was specifically because they made up that prophecy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Jessica made up the
What's
Jessica.
going on,
prophecy.
Matt? Thanks for coming through. All right, let me. Go ahead, Heidi.
The faith of the seven is sort of like Christianity, and then maybe the old gods, or
That's what I
pagan-
was gonna say.
pagan religion,
Uh,
or
Somewhat.
Norse mythology, or something like that. Like, you know how
Yeah.
the Vikings believed in Norse
Yeah.
mythology up until about 1,000 years, and then they switched over to Christianity.
They
so
converted, yeah.
They
I
converted.
was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
the
That's what I
same
was
thing.
What I-
thinking.
It
Yeah.
seems like the Faith of the Seven is the mainstream religion, which is basically
Yes.
like for Americans anyway, Christianity.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
like you have your
it's
offshoots that
it's propaganda just to like further their agenda. That's
Yeah,
it.
I
And
would say I think Helaena is probably, at least so far, the most powerful seer that we have, because not only does she have dragon dreams, she has the power of Valyria. She has the power of the weirwoods. That bitch can look anywhere.
see here. Okay, hold on, wait, right
Hey,
there.
Who are you talking about?
For you guys, wait. She's talking about Helaena and how connected she is, and what I will say. So, folks in the chat know why she's saying that is down south, and south is south of like the neck, like where the twins are with the phrase, like that's the cutoff, and then it goes into the southern territories. There aren't supposed to be any weirwoods that are down there, but there are two that we know. One that is very close to where House Blackwood has their keep, and the other is in Harrenhal, and we saw that one. I actually know there's three, because I do believe there's one on the God's Eye also. No, there isn't one. There isn't one at King's Landing.
King's Landing?
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be, but
in,
now there
season
is.
1.
Yeah, there was one in the castle they were leaning on and talking to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
In
that's
season
In season 1, when they
There
had the
is one.
realization,
And
when
Alicent,
Alicent had the full rank.
Yeah,
So-
She was
Rhaenyra would
pregnant,
be
had to
under
put
the
the rank
tree,
together,
and then
yeah.
Alicent and her were,
Right. I did forget that.
I don't know if it's
I
still
did
there
forget
though.
that,
Like I think
but-
'cause at some point it obviously
Yeah,
gets cut down,
eventually it does get cut down and it goes away. But for Helaena to not only, she's a Targaryen, so again, magic blood already, and she is able to, with these dragon dreams, very accurately predict and see what's coming. She just always can't plan for what's coming because everybody thinks she's crazy. No one's listening to her. Unlike Daenerys the Dreamer, who her dad did listen to her, and that's why the Targaryens even have a dynasty. And
I
she's
think
so magical that she's able to tap into the weirwood network, and that is a big feat. Usually, you only have like magic on one side or the other, but she can tap in to all different forms of magic, and that makes her, I think, one very powerful. Actually, you know what, Phil? Yeah, I don't think she's just a dreamer. I think she actually is a green
She
seer.
has to be.
She
Yeah.
just never got the proper training.
She's doing more.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing
Honestly,
more than just. When
I want to know if she can see to the
Daenerys
god
Dreamer
side.
saw a full ass vision of what was supposed to happen. She saw it clearly.
Mhm.
What Helaena does is talks in riddles and sees glimpses of things, not necessarily how it all plays out, but she doesn't know. Like she doesn't ever, or if she doesn't say, like,
Mhm.
okay, this is gonna happen. I mean, she kind of does when she says Aemon's gonna lose, he's gonna lose an eye, but she just doesn't say it clearly to where people understand that she's trying to tell you like something
Trying to warn them.
happened. Yeah, she just kind of mumbles it to herself under her breath. Where Daenerys was like, "Okay, look, Dad, some shit's about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's about to pop off. We got to get the fuck out of here."
Well, there's also the fact that in the Valyrian society, magic and prophecy and all that stuff was much more common than it is now in Westeros. People don't.
Very true.
Nobody believes Viserys. Viserys was the only one that believes his own prophecies, and the
Viserys
only one
didn't tell
that
anybody
believes
his
the king.
prophecy. He didn't tell anybody.
Well,
Okay,
he told his wife.
wait, hold on. For the prophecy, I think what we are shown just for the show is that he only told Rhaenyra. That's it. So it's
Yeah,
weird.
that's
And
the egg on top.
That's all we know.
Helaena did low key The Matrix.
Matrix.
That is 100%. Yes. Let me real quick right here. Jump to Daph. Give me one big thing that stood out to you for the episode.
What?
Loha is
Wait,
queen.
hold on. No, we're gonna go in order. Daphne's
sorry.
first.
Sorry, Stephanie. Sorry.
So as far as the one thing that stood out for me was not a Baela coming through, because we needed her. We needed her a couple episodes ago. Okay, she should have been spoke up. She should have been said something, gotten that boy's ass, because that moping around and
All the way together.
Moping around and shit with your head down for what? What was all that for? What was all that for? It was unnecessary. She should have been said something, and I know she wanted to, like, but the fact that she did it now finally was just like, please, sis, we have been waiting on you. We have been waiting on you to fucking say something. So that's the one thing that really stood out more for me.
I like that, and also, yeah, that definitely jumped out at me as well, because like y'all saw in the watch alongs, I was always saying, Baela, come get your mans.
Yeah,
Jace, if you don't calm the fuck down and just go give Baela a hug or something, and like clockwork, and this is not the first time we've seen her do it, she comes in and get his ass all the fucking way together. And he's talking about bastard born and whatnot, and he's like, "Why? How are you not upset about what's going on?" Because I'm not. Because
I'm not
what
a
would be the point? Not even that she's not a bastard, but what does it matter?
Exactly. What
In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. You are still on a fucking dragon.
And why
so
doesn't
what?
he understand that? Why is it so hard for him to grasp these dragon seeds? He's a fucking dragon seed himself, just on his mother's side.
Yep.
But he's
That
still
is
a dragon
the question. Yeah, that is the question of the ages. And it's weird to me that they played it like Jace thinks that only Targaryens can get on the throne, because hello, if it comes to being full Targaryens or whatever, or getting a dragon, how do you reconcile Laena and Laenor? I mean, and granted, yes, Auntie Nisi was part Targaryen, but she's also part Baratheon. And we all know, if you know the history of that lineage, the Baratheon traits always trump the Targaryen traits.
Yep.
So Laenor and Laena were still able to claim dragons regardless of that. I don't think it had anything to do with just specifically Targaryens or even specifically Valerians. It had to do with the blood of old Valyria, because that's where the dragon shit started.
I mean, in the book, she has black hair.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't like that they changed that.
I wish they would have kept that. That would have been so cool.
It would have been.
Everybody was walking around with silver hair. Even her husband has silver hair.
Yes.
And she just had black ass fucking hair, and she was like, "I'm a Baratheon bitch."
Yeah.
That would have been so. Like, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. Oh, I'm so excited.
I feel I didn't have a white streak. There was one person with black hair, but with a white streak. Was that her?
No, she always had white.
No,
hair. Okay, I'm thinking of another character.
honestly, I mean, look, the nerd in me, Heidi, is saying that you're thinking of a different franchise, because that's what happens to Rogue in the X-Men.
No, I know it's no. I know it's House of the. Sorry, I know it's the Song of Ice and Fire, but I can't think of the character then. Okay, I'll look it up and I'll report back.
Oh, okay. So look, okay, I'll teach you. Wait, hold on. Right, put a pin in that. Look, Joey, here's why that actually doesn't hold with you, because a full-blood son has more weight than a half-blood son. And technically, that might be okay, but you have to remember, Jace is not a full chromosome Targaryen bastard. His mother is Targaryen, and that's where he got the Dragon Rider gene from, through his mom. Harwin Strong, as far as we know, the Strongs, well, there's some tinfoil about that, like the Strongs are actually of the old gods in the north. There's a whole thing around that. It's not been shown on the show, though, so I can't count it. But that just proves right there, I think, even with how strong mixing in that blood, you could say again, just like the Baratheons, the seed is usually stronger than the Targaryen blood,
I mean,
but
if that's the
Jace is
case,
still a
then,
dragon rider.
Maybe Robert Baratheon should have been able to ride a dragon if he so tried.
If he tried, I mean, I think he has the ability to do it, because let's remember, if you go far back in their house to the beginning, Oris Baratheon was half Targaryen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even that far. I think his grandmother was Targaryen.
Yes, and his grandmother also. So he had the latent genes that are.
Yeah, that's why he was allowed to be king, because he had Targaryen blood.
There were no dragons to ride, so.
But yeah, at that point there were no dragons, right?
Perhaps,
okay, so
perhaps if there were some dragons, he may have been able to ride one.
Right. All right. So let's jump in here. Meeksy, let me kick it to you. What was and give me one or two things, or just one, if you're feeling that stood out to you, and why you liked or disliked it.
The one thing I do want to talk about, I can't because it's like a deep dive for tomorrow. But I will mention that I really enjoyed Damon touching that werewood tree. Touch it again.
Yes.
Touch it again.
Yeah.
Touch it with both hands. Hug the tree. Hug the
Bathe yourself in it.
That's what I'm saying. But I really want to talk.
Sure.
I'm going to get this out because I laughed so hard at freaking Alicent. Girl, yo, bitch ass rolled up after you saw your son Aemon yoink up your daughter, and you were like, now you want to run across the pond and be like, perhaps I made a mistake. Like, bitch,
maybe I made a mistake.
Now you want to try to be a mom.
Bitch, we told you that. That's what I said. I said, now you want to be a mom? Now after he done yoinked up your daughter, you realize that he don't give a shit. He's trying to put her out there. And you're like, wait a minute. Well, maybe this is not good. And then you see your son laid the fuck up in the bed and you're like, oh my God, this is all I got left. And you panicking. So now you're going to run over to Rhaenyra and be like, well, maybe we should stop this.
Right. I'm pleading to you, to a friend that once loved me as a friend. Bitch, if you don't take your ass back the fuck across the,
I got something in this.
Where was your antenna at when the fuck I came to you originally trying to stop the shit? Where the fuck was your antenna?
Twice she came to you and was like, "Are you sure that's what my dad said?" And then you realize that you could have did all of that stuff you wanted to do. You could have did it back then. You didn't do nothing until you realized you painted yourself into a corner.
The fuck up. Yep. Now you want to come and talk about
it's not even that. It's the fact that she has no power.
She realized it.
She realized she painted herself into a corner. He kicked her out of the council that she thought she was going to have some kind of like voice in. Yep. She thought that she was going to make herself a better version of Rhaenyra, the daintier, the more virtuous version of Rhaenyra, and people were going to listen to her ass. No, bitch, you're a woman with a titty. No, you don't matter.
Oh, but didn't you like that part where she was like, where Alicent was like, okay, so what? I have a lover and everything. And Rhaenyra was like, oh, you
wait. See, here's the thing. Wait. Okay, see, here's my I can't even call it beef, but the other thought that I had during that scene where she was Rhaenyra was like, oh, the pious queen, and Alicent immediately clapped back with, don't try to get at me for some shit that you already did.
I don't give a fuck.
No, not even that. I wanted Rhaenyra to put that together for real in her head and notice that it was actually Crispy who was the lover that she had already done.
I think that if she did that, it would have been a 5-minute scene of Rhaenyra hands on her knees laughing.
Yeah.
Hands on her knees, quarterly.
No, she never wanted Crispy.
Listen, I support that. I support that, but even actually, you saying that makes me even more dislike that scene because that's how it should have ended. Just like they were at the set, and she said.
I didn't really. It's like I disliked it, but I just thought that girl it's too little, too late. I felt like JoJo. I felt like singing the whole song. It's too little, too late. Okay, we've already had this discussion when you brushed me off.
But now
we don't have time for any of this. Now that you realize you are fucked up. You can't do anything, and now you're trying to figure out a way out. When she's giving you 4 or 5 ways out, and you just the very first one,
so many chances.
Jace to Helaena. That's the first one. You was like. You could have did that.
That part pissed me off so much. Again, because Helaena said specifically, and I love that she said this, is I was happier before I was queen. And again, let's remind y'all of that dinner they had. Jace being y'all know I love a good petty. Jace being on his petty shit goes right up to cousin Helaena, like, yo, boo, you want to dance? Come on, let's go.
Let's have some fun.
This is while he's betrothed to Baela already, but neither Baela or Rhaenyra had any problem with what he was doing. And again, that speaks to the testament of Helaena, because Helaena is literally the only one on Team Green that every fucking body will ride for.
Everybody.
If you try to harm her, which is why I got so fucking upset with Aemon not keeping his hands to himself, bitch. If I could jump through the screen right now, I would pull Doc's dark sister off your fucking waist and stab you in the other fucking eye.
I was worried he was going to push her. Because he
her
couldn't
where?
even want to push her off.
She was right there on the bench. Yeah.
Balcony?
Yes,
exactly.
I was worried he was going to do that.
I was like, girl, pushing down the stairs. Pushing down the stairs. I was like, girl, just like, whoop, and just like,
because
stick your foot out right down the stairs.
Listen, a non-spoiler spoiler. We all know, for the book readers, we know what happens to her. We know it's recorded to happen to her. And I was thinking that could happen because he was just so angry that he couldn't get her to do what he wanted. And I was like,
that would have been clever. And to give just maybe a bit more context for our lovely folks in the chat that may not know, there are a lot of things that we as book readers thought happened in a specific order in this story. And to see how they're doing it now, we don't know that the people that they say were responsible for certain things were actually the people responsible for them. What I can tell you, just because it's not a spoiler at this point, Jace was not the one that came up with the Dragonseed thing. But they changed that for the show. And I feel like that was a masterful thing to do. And I want to see how they're going to handle season 3, episode 1. Because we know that they can make changes, even though they seem small. It changes so many things in the timeline to do.
The Dragonseeds.
I just know
butterfly
season
effect.
3, episode 1, somebody better fucking die, and they better die.
They will.
That's
They
all
will.
I know.
They will. They will.
Believe that.
Because you got to think about it. It's going to mirror what happened this season. This season, episode 1, somebody died. So I feel like they've pushed it back, and it makes sense.
Last episode, season 1, somebody died. And nobody died this season.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a death for a Black for last season and a death for a Green this season. And I really thought Helaena was going to die. I thought Aemon was going to push her to go fight and go right out, and she was going to die.
It is, but we get Duncan Egg next year, supposedly. So I'm not really mad at that.
I can't wait for Duncan Egg. If y'all don't know the full story of Duncan Egg, go to Amazon, get you the complete compendium that is A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and find the one that's narrated by Harry Lloyd. If you don't know, Harry Lloyd is who played Viserys in Game of Thrones.
There's other narrations.
For King.
Yes. Yeah. They had him narrate that whole.
There's other people that narrated it too. He was the only one.
Oh, Bex, hi Bex.
No, I don't think he was the only one. I think they actually had Roy Dutrice do a recording as well.
You're right, they did.
I could be misremembering.
Yeah, Roy Dutrice did do a lot of that shit.
No, R.I.P. to Roy Dutrice. He is an awesome dude.
Rest in peace.
I heard a click on the private. Oh, Heidi's saying BRB. Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay, yeah. See, sorry, I didn't see it right away.
Oh, thanks. It's in the chat. Hi, Bex.
No.
Oh,
hi, Bex. Yo, my girl, if you want to come through with us, baby boo, hit us up. Let me know. I got you.
Can I hit on a little tidbit that was a big surprise to me?
Yes, continue. Go ahead, Sphinx.
Sunfire is dead.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
How?
I will tell you why I don't believe it, because last time we heard, he said he was long on the dying. And as far as we know, it doesn't even matter if Sunfire is dead to Aegon, because the baby boy can't move. So of course they wouldn't tell him about his dragon. What he gonna do? How you gonna get on the dragon? I still think the dragon is laid up out there dying.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like,
watching it?
You don't think if Sunfire was alive, they would not tell the king that to kind of keep his spirits up? Like,
no, they don't want him there.
Dragon.
Nope.
They would tell him his dragon is dead.
Aemon's in charge. He don't give a fuck about that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Aemon don't care.
The Maesters also have their own situation that they're doing in
the gray rats.
I mean, you can't. I don't know. You can't always. Aemon is in charge, but is he really like in so much charge? Like,
I feel like
he is in charge. If the Maester, like Maester Ormond, is really trying to get Aegon back to health, he's like really trying his best. And I feel like, or a while. I'm sorry.
Under
Laris's
direction.
Or a while.
Mm-hmm.
Under Laris's direction.
Oh.
But I think he would have used that as something to bolster Aegon's strength. Like, look, your dragon is still alive. Like, survive. You and your dragon can live.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they would even care to notify him about the dragon.
Yeah.
Because at this point, like, he can't get to it. There's nothing he can do with it. Even if she was alive and flying around, there's literally nothing he can do about it. Like, he can't ride this dragon.
But why wouldn't
anymore.
they care to tell him about their dragon? They're so attached to their dragons. Like, it's a big deal. It's like you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm alive. I'm okay. Where's my dragon?
Honestly, I would say that at least probably Aemon could be intercepting the messages saying that Sunfire's alive because he doesn't want his brother to be all up and at him.
Yeah.
So anything that would like hamper his
they want him in
he's healing. He'll do.
Yeah,
I think
he was supposed to be on Milk of the Poppy every hour. So
they reduced
which
it, though,
dulls the senses. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm like, they would never do that to him. They want him gone. But the problem is that no one wants Aemon in charge because Aemon is running around here just like forgetting.
Because he's reckless. He's a kid throwing a tantrum right now.
Very reckless.
And I don't like that for him. It's actually quite annoying. Okay, hold on. Actually, let me see if I can share a screen. Did I put it up already? I did. Okay, so I'm playing something for one of my favorite YouTubers, especially like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon shorts makers, and this is her rendition. I think you guys will be able to see it of Aemon finding out that Rhaenyra has more dragons.
Oh, I love her.
Wait. Yeah, Neek is pretty fucking awesome. Let me make sure the volumes are right. And go.
Well, this bitch ain't flying dragons over my house just for fucking shiggles. You want me to pull the fuck up? I'll pull the fuck up.
Why is it right there, Cammy? Wait a minute.
I know damn well.
I love her.
Well done, bro.
I absolutely love her.
The accuracy of just that little tidbit.
You could just hear that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Right?
Oh no!
Exactly. 100%. 100%. Let me kick over to the other baby, because Tinny, what was one a very memorable scene in the episode for you?
Look, I was cheering when that nigga put out his hand and touched that tree. I was like, get in that tree, because I need your ass to stop tripping.
Yeah.
See all that you need to see, nigga.
Like, get inside of you.
Stop Brendan Rivers.
As soon as I saw them two dark figures when he was walking out there to that tree, I'm like, oh shit.
What the fuck was that? Y'all
saw that thing, and one of them had horns. What the hell was that?
Yes. Yo, I see, right, and I want to speak to just the book readers here real quick, because we're the ones that are noticing this shit first.
Was that where I saw a cloak nigga and then the other nigga with the horns?
Yeah, you did. So again, chat room, yo, was that one of the protectors of the God's Eye? Was that a few of the green men that were in there lurking in the shadows with the horns on their head, looking ominous and shit?
Man,
Right? Yeah, I heard the hooves too. That's why when that part came about,
in the subtitles, it said like animal chatter or like an antler something. It mentioned like a deer.
I think I looked away when they did that. Yeah,
In
but
the
what I know about any type of random humanoid figure with deer horns, deer antlers. Actually, I think it's a better term. Deer antlers coming out of their head, and there's hooves for their feet, which it sounded very much like that. On the light side of that, you could say it was some rendition of Pan, who Percy Jackson series Pan was like the god of the forest and keeping all things preserved in nature and shit. And it could have been that, or if you go over to another pantheon lore, Native Americans and Navajo specifically, I think it could be considered maybe a skin changer. But for what Westerosi purposes, with this random horned humanoid looking thing, it could be one of the green men that were coming over to assist Alice in this random quest of getting Damon to see reason for the shit that's about to go down that he needs to help prepare for.
Because she really hit him with it's time. Come touch this tree real quick.
Yo, that is very, that I don't know why I didn't think about that before. Yes, that she is literally Rafiki right now, showing Damon all of the magic shit. So it's his time.
Wait, question. You said that there were 2 things that were around the tree?
Yes, there was something in a cloak on one side, and then on the other side
was the antler man.
Okay, let me look again.
I thought it was like the black dad from Hannibal. I was like, wait, is Hannibal Lecter here?
Right.
Wait. Hold on. Our mics lose focus on any one voice when we talk at the same time, which makes it harder for the chat room to hear. So, Tati, go and say what you just said, please, because I know I didn't catch it. I don't think the chat did either.
Sorry. When I saw the creatures by the tree, I was like, is Hannibal Lecter gonna come around the corner? What the fuck? Because he just made me think of Hannibal and Will Graham's dream demon. It was like, the fuck?
Yeah, like, what was you doing out there? Like, as soon as they got out there, and they panned in very purposely, I think, on the weirwood tree. And she's like, okay, this is where you need to learn, go on, if you're brave enough, knuck a few bucks, bruh. Are you really here to get this shit done or not? And she tells him, like, look, you are and she doesn't necessarily say he's a pawn, but no, you are meant to be a key component of what's to come and to make sure things get handled the right way, but you're not the one that's in charge. Deal with that and make your recompense. And wait a minute, we got Lady Bex the Cruel up in here. So yeah, and I appreciate y'all ladies come and hang with us this last hour. I do see a new name in chat. Cobber, hello. Too much airtime filler for my wrist.
I gotta go because I have to start editing.
Yes, you do. Yes.
So
yes, indeed. So come back tomorrow, y'all.
We'll be here tomorrow. And I have to make some notes because I'm looking at this thing and I don't see what y'all seeing. I see one creature, so I have to go into my editing and lighten it up so I can see everything else. But yeah.
All right, for sure. Yeah, bring the screenshots. Indeed, yes. Peace out. Be safe.
Bye, Bex.
Sleep well.
Bye,
Bex.
Word up. And yeah, definitely, y'all remember to go and check out Meeks' reaction video for this. Link is down below. You can find it very easy. And yeah, I actually do agree a little bit. We knew she was looking for sheep stealer. Well, why another 10 minutes for that? Yeah, exactly. Why did the quest have to take that long?
I mean, that wasn't.
Well, she had to go on her own journey of self-discovery, I guess.
This was a bad time, though. I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong, but there's a very heavy responsibility she was trusted to, and she's neglected that, and that puts a lot of things in jeopardy.
What? I wonder what's going to happen with those babies now.
Hey, Jake.
I'm disappointed that they just nicked Nettles.
Here's the thing. I am still holding out hope because her seeing the dragon there doesn't mean that that dragon will accept her. It probably won't kill her, but it may not accept her as a writer.
Honestly,
So,
I think
I
after
don't know.
all
We'll
that we
see
saw her
how
go
it
through,
goes.
they're probably gonna make
We
her.
haven't seen any foreshadowing for Nettles like we did for the other Dragon Seeds. They had backstory, a little bit of backstory before they became Dragon Riders. We've seen nothing of Nettles.
Yeah.
So
What? No, we kind of have, but this is the payoff that we've all been waiting for. There is a set pic out there that has all of the dragon seeds in a meeting, and there is a young lady of the melanated persuasion with a lovely afro also in the bunch. So maybe she just comes in later.
Was that
it
from
feels
the
like a bit of
line?
a reach. I think if it was gonna be Nettles, they would make it more prominent, like they did with the others.
Yeah.
She wasn't on the plinth. See, I
They
remember that
weren't
word.
background characters. They were like, here we are, like no Oath the White, Hammer the Hugh, or Hugh the Hammer. I fuck them all up.
Hugh
all
the
time.
Hammer.
But those same guys.
Yeah. I mean,
we gave story to
Hates the
them
name.
beforehand, and now Nettles, there's been nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
You can say you may have seen her in a scene, but that doesn't match up to the way they did the other Dragon Seeds.
Yeah. Like,
especially one so
there's
as
no
important as Nettles.
And she could, I mean, they could spin this any kinds of way. And again, I'm not saying that they are doing it or not. I'm just looking at it from my perspective. There is a possibility still that they could, because they've paid off like almost everything that they showed in the previews and whatnot. So I'm gonna wait until next season to see where this goes. She might not appear, and that does sadden me. It seems like they're gonna have Rhaenyra take her place specifically because of the dragon Rhaenyra has seen. So
what do you think Rhaenyra is doing with this dragon? Like, what do you think if it's not Nettles? What is Rhaenyra doing with this dragon? She's just gonna try and fail.
I mean, she may try, but that doesn't mean that she'll 100% fail, and we've seen evidence of that. I think maybe she'll convince it to say it'll get in the memories because the telepathy it seems dragon riders have with dragons. Maybe she'll see that hey, there's some shit going on. We could probably use your help. If I'm not meant to ride you, okay, fine, but go over there, please, and seek out one of my peoples.
That's definitely not Sheep Stealer's personality at all.
It isn't, but we also don't know that is Sheep Stealer. It could be cannibal. There's still those two.
It could be cannibal.
Maybe. We don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, if an animal is hungry enough, it will eat anything. And since there's no other dragons there for it to eat, it's stealing the sheep.
It can just go out
get
sheep and stuff. It doesn't need.
No,
people.
you're right. You're right. It's just random thoughts. I don't necessarily think that is what's happening, but I'm just saying it could be. Well, we have to wait until season 3 to see. And Bex, I see you smiling. Wish you got the input, my
I mean,
what you got?
I appreciate it. I know how much everyone wants Nettles. I want Nettles, but I think we're getting an off-screen claiming she's going to be on that dragon, and it's Sheep Stealer.
Yeah, and you may be correct. And yeah, I'm not holding anybody that thinks that. I still hold out the hope that maybe that whatever the dragon is, she'll get that dragon. And yeah, that'll be
Christina, I think is like 100%. Like we haven't gotten like all of the backstory that we have with Rhaenyra. Like there's for them to like bring Nettles in. You want to talk about like a waste of time? Like that would have been like the biggest waste of time and a waste of 2 seasons of character development for Rhaenyra. Like it's just, and like we haven't seen any hints. Like I know, we had like a woman in the line at Dragonstone, but we don't really know how many people actually made it out of Dragonstone after the Red Sowing. So.
If they introduce
spoilers. In the words of River Song. No, spoilers.
How's that a spoiler?
Because it alludes for the heavy things, no. I wanna keep the spoiler fix light. Lights. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy.
I'm referring to the last episode.
Yeah.
Like I'm not referring.
You are, yes.
That was me. That was me. I was.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that was me.
In my opinion, I don't think any of them made it out alive. I think they're all dead.
Well, there was
for...
the one.
Well,
the one girl that Hugh did save.
The lady, yeah, sorry. Yeah. And then Hugh and Ulf. I think those are the only
there were some of the scenes that got past through the guards and ran away. So
okay.
There were a couple.
All right. Okay.
There were a few. I know. Yeah, I think.
Plinth. I just want to say that word.
Plinth. I'm not so excited.
Yeah, I think I think it's just going to decide on just what the showrunners think is more feasible. And honestly, if I can say, I have not completely disliked some of the changes they've made. I kind of dig them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to show next. So see, we heard from Dev, we heard from Tinny. Sphinxy, let me get your thoughts. What is one thing that maybe change your perspective, or just like super piqued your interest on that storyline completion? What you got?
Let me refer to my notes. I will say that it was crazy that Alicent took a dive for Aegon. She went to Rhaenyra and was like, look, fuck it. Just fucking kill my son. I know he's the fucking worst. Just kill him. Yep. Just let me and my daughter go with my grandchild. And Rhaenyra was like, I have to kill his ass. And she was like, I understand. Yeah. I was like,
then he has the gall to say that, he still listens to his mom. He might listen to me. It's like, bitch, you are at least majority of the reason why he even went into that battle in the first place, because you are abusive. And you're like, he'll listen to me. He's a good boy. I was like, I just wanted to slap her so hard on the face, honestly.
I don't think you're alone in that at all.
When Alicent sacrificed Aegon for the greater cause, for Rhaenyra's cause, and was like, just let me, my daughter, my grandchild, get away, and you kill Aegon, and it is what it is. I was just like, oh shit. Like, Alicent is fucking like buckling down. She's not playing. She went out to the forest and hung out for a few days. She's coming back and she's all about that shit.
And I do, as much as I still think that scene was filler, I do appreciate the outcome of it. But it still rings a bit hollow, because Rhaenyra has been trying to do this as peacefully as possible from the very beginning. Y'all have been the aggressors. All of the things that Rhaenyra has done in retaliation has been because y'all were on some bullshit. So I don't, again, like I said at the beginning of the series, I will happily support our Black Queen in all of her war crimes to come, because there's a lot. Again, she's been losing a lot. She's taken all of the L's so far in this war, and now she's about to get some wins. So I stand that. And for what Amy is saying here, did they actually show us Daron or just Tessarion and him? I think that was Tessarion, because you look at the banners, they had the green banners, and we saw that dragon circling around them the whole time. So I believe that is Daron on Tessarion.
Oh, but I think Amy's asking if we actually saw him.
Oh no, we didn't. No, it didn't zoom in enough to see him. All we saw was the dragon marching along with the small folk.
I'm sure Ryan will talk about it in the behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of hard to cast a big role like that for one episode, and especially somebody.
Yeah.
It would have been great had they. Oh, did I know I popped in late, but can we talk about Otto? Or am I too soon about Otto?
No. No. The after show, we always pick big points, and so we'll make this your point that affected you. So, yo, what the fuck is going on with Otto, yo?
Yeah, it's like
I was flabbergasted when I saw that. I said, "Wait, hold on. That's why the fuck we haven't seen him yet. Who locked him up?
Taken?
By who?
Who taking him?
As far as we knew, Mans was on his way back to Old Town. You think Loris had him snatched up?
Yes.
He never left the castle. Maybe.
I think the Beanbird got him.
And again.
Oh, that see, I like that. I actually I think it was Heidi that just said that he may have never left the castle because someone that had knowledge. What did she say?
It could be the Beastberries.
No,
that's interesting.
It could be, and I feel like actually that is very worth that theory because bees. If y'all didn't know, bees when you're bothering their hive and they come at you. Even if you jump into a pool of water, they will hover above the water and wait for you to come up to sting your ass.
I guess the one.
So the Beastberries coming back with a vengeance for revenge, that fits.
I wouldn't be surprised if they got Otto.
It was mentioned in the season that the Beastberries.
Yeah, that they're like rising up against the
yes.
See, that makes sense then. That makes all the sense.
I guess the one. Question, and this is just, it's logic, but yeah, like logic doesn't necessarily need to have a place in this, but if the
you can't employ logic.
Otto, in considering like what's going on, like I don't know why the Beastberries would like hide the fact. Like I like the idea that Laris has him, like. Laris would hide him.
I like
Beastberries.
I promise you guys.
Some shits. We got
lock me in for next season. Lock me in. I'll bet you guys anything. It was Laris.
Yeah,
it makes the most sense. It makes
sense. Was
hijacked and accosted for his own purposes because he doesn't want him to be the hand of the king anymore. He wants to be the hand, and he has to make sure Oro can't come back into that role like he did before.
You know, like it is.
Agreed.
Otto when Otto left or did he like find Otto and then take?
No, Otto left.
But the only thing is because when Otto, like the last few episodes, or a couple episodes ago, Alicent was like, "Have you heard from Father?" And this was before Aemon said, "Go find my grandfather." So like he was kind of MIA before like
a little bit
task finding.
But he asked Laris to find his grandfather, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
I think
Alicent before was trying to get in touch with him.
But Otto wasn't
hard to find. He was.
Yeah, he was. You just have to go get him. He's just in the hand of the king or wherever. Like nobody had to do for him.
I think I agree with the theory that he was snatched up right as he left. Because if he had made it back to Old Town, that is a very fortified stronghold that is literally the stronghold of his family. It's I don't think anyone would have been able to get him.
Sorry, Alicia, it's a Midsommar move. Have you seen Midsommar? It's a Midsommar.
I have not, but I have watched some reviews on it. So I get the concept. And I agree. It could very well be something like that. Now, Jake is saying, what was he watching burn? The name of the town, I think, was what was it?
It was Sharp
Point. And I don't know what the significance of Sharp Point is.
Town is. It's not in the book.
Right. It's not. But the one thing I will take note of for this scenario is that house didn't seem to really, do anything with anything. It's over there minding his business, but then Aemon in his feelings comes over and burns some shit because he thought he was going to be able to pull up on Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra said, bitch, I got dragons now. I got more dragons now. And he ran. So he's in his feelings. Just like the guy that was saying at the beginning of the episode in the castle, like, no one knows, what his wrath is going to be right now, because he's been bested on this dragon riding level. So it's going to be interesting to see, I think, how all of that plays out.
So Sharp Point is on Massey's hook, but it's also like not mentioned at all in like
the book. I think it was probably like I think it was probably like the closest town he found after seeing Rhaenyra's dragons. And like she said, he was all up in his feelings, and he's like, well, you're probably black, so burn it all, I guess. Because he's just angry. That's it.
Yeah.
And that he's angry though, because he's doing well building an army at Harrenhal. Like he's got the Blackwoods and the Brackens. He done combined their armies and shit. Like, why would he be angry? Why would he lash out? I don't understand it.
But wait, why would Damon lash out?
Yeah, for no reason. When he's got situations under control, like why would he just go murder millions?
Oh, Aemon, you mean? I think because he knew that he was not going to garner as much support as he had, now that people see Rhaenyra is coming back with this whole new additions to the dragon army. He knows that he's not going to stand a chance if they all attack all at once. So he's trying to, in a really fucked up way, I think he's trying to, orchestrate some shit to show the small folk that he can actually come help them. But at the same time, if you refuse me, then I can also raise you to the ground in ash. Well, and again, I know that sounds messed up, but Aemond is not, a very high level tactician. He's just looking at the big picture and the first thing he could do to explode to make a mark on something.
Like when you look at the map, like Sharp Point is actually like the closest
settlement
fast to Dragonstone. So like I think it was like a show of force, and it was like an impulsive. Like that's the thing about it. Like Aemon, it's like
he's impulsive.
He's
reckless.
Very impulsive.
Very impulsive, and not even the good kind of impulsive.
Like I don't think there was any like actual strategy there. It was just Aemon being Aemon.
Maybe he was pissed because his sister couldn't come fly with him, so he was like, "Let me go burn up some shit."
No, I think didn't that happen? Again. Wait, no, hold on. Didn't that happen before he went to see Helaena though?
Yeah. Was it before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, it started. That was at the start of the episode. You're right. Yeah.
I saw Amy saying, people Lord Boone runs to the back after Damon. The look of worry on that man's face that Damon was going to call him out and he was about to die. That I think in that scene is probably my most favorite thing because yes, you bitch ass asshole, you should be afraid that. And he is the reason why when they went into that Godswood at the beginning, and if you had your subtitles on, you caught it, there's a whisper of the word traitor. And I thought it could go either way, either to that Lord or to Damon. Ultimately, though, I think it was to the Lord. And he's probably going to be a problem in the next season. I don't know how, but clearly he survived here. So, some shit's going to go down, and he's going to have to pay heavily for it.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to be gone by the first episode of the next season. Definitely gonna be gone. I don't think. I think
or Broom.
Broom. I think Damon is going to do like a further show of trust to Rhaenyra by telling him, "Oh, this is motherfucker wanted me to be king. Now see how much I love you."
Look, right, him clapping after Damon bent the knee behind it, bruh. I was looking at all of those people in the courtyard as soon as Damon walked through the crowd and he bent the knee. I said, hold on, why are you bastards not paying attention? Y'all clearly don't understand the assignment because this is who you're pledged to for real. up until this point, I think they did have an inclination of Damon being the one to be in charge, and Damon had that inclination too, but Alice gave him that vision. You know, the old gods have spoken. You are important as a piece on the board, but you are not the queen. And if you play chess, you know the queen is the most powerful piece. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was that. Okay, hold on. Let's see. We got thoughts from Daph, got thoughts from Tinny, got some from Sphinxy. Tassi, did we discuss a 1 point from you?
No, actually, no.
No. Okay. What is your one thing that stood out to you in this episode?
Comedy hour with Talon Lannister and the Triarchy, because that was great. And I will say, I am so glad they actually brought in blue hair. Like, if y'all don't know, Darius is supposed to have blue hair in the books, and they didn't do it in the original show, but they brought blue hair out, and it didn't look horrific. I was like,
Yo, as soon as I saw that, I perked up, and if you didn't watch the watch along reaction, you can go back and watch it now. When that came up, I was like, oh shit, wait, look, okay, I'm not going to explain now because that's the Easter egg for the book readers. I'll tell you all about it later. So here's later everything that Tati just said. That is what Dario Naharis was supposed to look like with the blue beard with a bunch of decorative bells in it. His hair was supposed to be slicked back looking, you know, braided tight in a lovely design. And I enjoyed that scene. I feel like what is that guy's name? Something Lannister? Tyland, is that it?
Yeah. They kept calling him.
Okay, Tyland. I love that.
I thought they were calling him Tywin. I was like, there's a few out there.
Here's the thing.
We called him Tyrod. It was
Tyrod.
No. Yes. From what I heard, I think she in the whole episode she called him everything but his name.
Well, until the very last one.
Okay, see, right? Yes, you're right. Except for the very last one. And I appreciated that. And like I was saying in the chat, okay, I like this actress, but she kind of reminds me of a different universe character, and that would be someone that just walked off the set for the 100 TV show.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the 100 and you remember what Anya looked like, what Lincoln looked like, what Lexa, again, and you know what? Look, I'm still not over it. Years later, Lexa deserved better. I don't give a fuck about y'all. You took my heater from me.
Multiple wives, right? And having
I love
when they dropped that line.
Yeah.
I want you to fuck my wife. Yeah, he's like, I laughed so fucking hard. I was like,
wait. She said my wives. And some folks in the chat were like, oh, she has a bunch of sister wives. No, I think she has a whole ass fucking harem.
She does.
That's what I got in there. And I mean, I understand why my straight sisters would not want to participate in that, but I wouldn't mind have seeing a little 5-10 minute excursion for the multiverse in that setting. I'm just saying, y'all should consider doing that more often.
Yeah, because
when he asked, how many wives do you have? I was like, 23. Get your knees, bastard. That was so fucking funny.
Can I ask you, in the books, it is a male, though, isn't it? That they've gender swapped here.
I believe so. Actually, also the chat always knows. Chat room can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm certain it was a man in the books. Yes.
Yeah, so she needs sperm donors then.
Like Ricario.
I mean, what were they actual sperm donors though? I don't know. I just judging. No, listen, just judging on her how assertive, I guess, is the light word I'll use for it, into getting what she initially wanted from him. I think she would very easily be able to do that again. if you look at it, really, it's not a good look. But, it kind of resembles that other word that means grape.
Yeah.
Because the way she was rolling around, was like, yeah, I want to have. If y'all watched The Walking Dead, it's I don't remember the character's name, but like the freaking junkyard people that looked like they were about to enter into the Thunderdome battle with Rick and his crew when they caught him at the junkyard. Yeah, she reminds me of that chick.
Yeah, it was a matriarchal society.
I think her name. Yeah, I think her name was Jadis. She reminds me of that chick. And Jadis had a thing for Rick as soon as she saw him, and she literally tried to pay Michonne to buy Rick for a couple hours. That's what this chick reminds me of.
Jadis, yes. But I was going to say, but why I was calling Tyland a sperm donor, because she needs sperm donors because she's got wives, and she wants to have a child with her wives. Like, she doesn't want herself to get pregnant; she wants her wives to get pregnant.
I feel like this isn't her first time asking that from somebody, but it's so weird, and I understand again. Y'all know I can always, separate like myself and our real world things from fantasy genre. It's just weird to me. So it stands out, much like Jacob being imprinting on Bella and Edward's kid. It is weird, but I try to take my thoughts away from it because I get it. It's an in-world rule.
So. One thing I just kind of remembered, like in season 1, Rhaenyra, when he was like talking to like Rhaenyra about like, like whatever fight was going on, or maybe he was talking to the second boyfriend. Like, he was describing like, who we know as like Recallia Randoon in the books, but it had to have now been Loar. What is it? Yeah, Lohar. That's her.
The head of the
I can't remember if he like
the host,
if he like dropped a name in that scene, like
I don't remember either.
Easter egg that I just like popped into my mind. It's like, because he was talking about like somebody like who like dressed in women's clothing, and he basically described Recallia Randoon from the books, but they're getting someone different, and that's I'm all for it. It was awesome.
And now that you said that, it's going in my head to we saw what was Rhaenyra's boyfriend's name? Like
Corey?
Yeah, thank you.
Corey. They showed them going across the narrow sea. So where would they go to properly hide? So it's interesting because they could have jumped into one of these side quests that Bex just discovered, and we could go from there, and it's a whole different tangent, a mini quest, if you will.
Well, Carl dies in the books, right? And he's killed, and then
does he? Yeah, I don't remember.
And I think Rhaenyra mourns him.
No.
I thought he.
That was her first.
I thought he actually killed.
He did get
Rhaenyra.
killed. Sorry, apologies. Yes.
Yeah, like in the books. Yeah, like Carl is always the one that kills.
Rhaenyra,
but it was like it was public.
Interesting.
Sure.
All right. Cool. I got that.
Sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, I forgot. Crispy beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, freaking Crispy. And also, just to I think maybe touch on it. I think we got a thought from. Did we get a thought from everyone? Heidi, you got one next.
Oh,
okay. Let me. Okay, yeah. Let me get you, Heidi, and then we'll go into the wrap up. Okay. Go ahead. What's your one thought?
Well, I was going to do Alfred. That was my one I was going to do, but since you guys came up with that, I was going to say Ulf. At the table,
off the drunk
table, and but what I was gonna say, he kind of reminds me, like, it's like, okay, you have this guy at your table, it's like having a drunk uncle at Thanksgiving, right? Like, I mean, you can't really fault him. He is kind of what he is.
Yeah.
And that quip he made about, well, make me a knight then, and she said, a knight should behave himself.
She also literally just said, "I'm going to make y'all knights after this shit is over."
Yeah, but then she said,
"You're not behaving like a knight." Yeah, then I'll behave.
Then I'll behave. But also, it's like he didn't get any etiquette. Actually, I thought that not Ulf, but Hugh behaved himself very well. I was like, oh, he's
absolutely
being very gentlemanly and
100%.
Ulf. So Ulf is an oaf or a saw.
Yeah, I wanted him to throw him off the balcony so bad. Can we throw him off the balcony? Because he was getting on my last nerve. Like, he started being funny, but now he's just annoying.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Actually, let's get a couple more thoughts on that. Daph, Tinny, because what y'all thinking right now about Ulf?
Ulf almost kind of like pissed me off a little bit with the whole. It's almost like as soon as he got the dragon, he was just like, "Oh, I'm the shit now."
Mm-hmm.
And can't nobody
wait. Okay, so hold on. I need y'all to understand why I'm clutching my pearls at what Daphne just said, that literally and again, I think Funder's probably still in the chat, and I know Tadisha is that stuff that Ulf was doing. Like, I know me and Daphne have very specifically crafted misadventures in that same arena. So for her to say that Ulf is fucking up in this session, that's heavy.
Listen, let me show you my face. Let me show you my face real quick. Because I listen, I done got drunk a few times and then fucked up and then did some shit. And I'm the drunk of this family. So for me to sit here and say
hold on, cuz now you know the fuck I gotta correct you. She is number 2 behind me. You gonna cut that shit out right now. Tell the fucking story right.
Still though, from one drunk to the next, to be like, bro, you doing too fucking much now.
Way too much.
Exactly.
You are doing entirely too damn much. Have a little bit of decorum. A little bit.
Well, he was day drinking though, even before dinner. So
no, that ain't no. Ignorance of the law does not excuse you from accountability of the law.
That part.
People still day drink with decorum.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. See, and the whole thing with Hugh, from beginning to end, he's been looking like, okay, no, I need to be respectful about this. He's an upstanding guy. That is why I have no beef with Hugh in this moment. Even with the book knowledge, right now, I have no issues with Hugh. Exactly.
They might switch it up.
Have a daughter in the book, right?
See, that's what I was getting to, Sphinx, because again, we have seen how things have played out differently in this show than what we know from the histories, especially World of Ice and Fire. We know specifically from George, this is the truest version of things that have happened. So to see a lot of these things that have come in season 1 and throughout season 2, it just makes me look like, I feel like we need to reevaluate all these things.
I read somewhere that they said that the show is canon. It's more canon than the book was just a historical recollection of non-reliable
that was written by Maester.
Historians. Yeah.
Yep.
And what they say that happens on the show, this is the canon.
Right.
Yeah.
So Hugh the Hammer like that we see? That's who he was. And he's not the other guy that the Maesters told us he was.
I look at Fire and Blood as somewhat propaganda. It's like it's making
agreed.
And we're gonna have a different Rhaenyra than
you're correct, Corinne.
We're gonna get a different Alicent than we had in Fire and Blood because, you know, like the Maesters definitely you can't like an amount of like unreliable narrator, like
100%,
like propaganda. So, like, you know,
and
yeah,
we can
y'all see this kid. Hold on, and this kid right here, Adamantium, that is spot on. And Mushroom spilling tea, and what you have to realize about Mushroom spilling the tea is he's trying to spill the tea on events that happened where he was never anywhere near those events.
Rely on Mushroom.
It's just like the Maesters that are making up this story. Yeah, they're putting everything into a book.
To all this shit he was privy to.
Exactly.
Well, you know,
who was acting like a baby and is like, make sure my Joker, my fucking
fool,
Joker, my fool is here. Yeah, like doesn't make sense.
Well,
there's included in anything.
There's an interesting.
It's wild.
It's a theory that even like the in-world narrative, like Mushroom is not real. It's just like kind of a narrative device. Like Mushroom is like a narrative device to like bring in all the gossip and whatnot. Like, you know, like even
interesting.
It's a theory like that I heard where it's like, okay, and it kind of makes sense. But
I've not heard that theory. I always thought that Mushroom was a physical person, but that absolutely makes sense.
That makes way more sense. That is just a construct. It's not an actual
it's propaganda. Yeah, it's propaganda from the opposition.
Yeah.
That is a great
I'm sure
theory.
There was a fool named Mushroom. It's not.
Oh yeah, but he just didn't do the shit that he said he did. He was just employed by the right person that told him to memorize all these events.
Well, and also but in the histories that are like after the fact, like, you know,
even somebody else said what Mushroom.
But they all attribute.
It was what wasn't it? Maester Gildane. I think it was, Maester Gildane. I think he's also credited with authoring some parts of the World of Knights of Fire.
Yeah, it's
where that was
Maester Gildane. There's a Septon and Mushroom. Or the three main sources, like from Dance of the Dragon era.
I just never bought that a fool would be so involved in the inner workings of the castle. Like a fool, like why?
Which and you know what? I feel like that again. George likes to troll us on random different things. He will give you the answer and you won't notice until he asks the question 3 books later. And you'll go on the hunt. And then we get panels and discussions like this. Because we're like, where the fuck is this come from? Where is he going right now?
Right.
And that kind of just is what it is. What Miss Smith is saying here, real quick. He shouldn't know mouthing off the roads. He can get you killed even if you ride a dragon. He should know that. He should know that, but he doesn't. And I commend Jace. Y'all know in past couple episodes, I've had a little bit of beef with Jace because he on some nonsense that he needs to really come correct on. But in this moment right here, and this is also a gold star asterisk next to Hugh. Hugh the Hammer, he comes in and Jace is trying to school him on what's going down, and he doesn't move from that. He still thinks Jace is clowning around. He's still tipsy and drunk from his dragon ride, and he's got his foot up on the fucking war table, bruh. And Hugh is the one that has to step in because he's blatantly, disregarding Jace's authority. He's like, he is the fucking prince of the queen, and then Ulf straightens up almost right away once he hears that, and he's like, oh well, I didn't know he was gonna be here. And Hugh was like, bro, he fucking lives here, dude. What?
Yeah.
How do you not know who this man is? The fuck?
You think he's just gonna dine in the queen's hall and not run into the fucking prince?
with your fucking foots on her table. We are not in the fucking Firefly Laris's lane, okay? You don't get your OnlyFoot subscription from here. You won't come fucking correct when it comes to Rhaenyra Targaryen, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're not in the club.
I have to say that I appreciated Jace being a little more assertive, because I think we talked about this last episode. He's been kind of boring, you know.
He beat his feels too much.
Yes, and so this episode he really sort of took some command. Even, you know, he's been walking around. He hasn't had it much to do. I think he will next season, but
absolutely.
Yeah, I was kind of glad to see that. And also I think you guys already talked about the interaction between Baela and Jace as well. I think she put him in his place in that.
And that is why.
And I just wish that it wasn't at the detriment to the Dragonseeds, because he treats them like shit when he himself is a bastard. And I wish that he would see more common ground with them and wouldn't be so opposed to them. That's my only qualm with Jace right now. Like, I love Jace.
Yeah, I didn't agree with
no, for sure. See, that is exactly the point that Baela was trying to make to him. Like, yeah, okay, and Jace was like, you know, well, how are you not upset? And Baela's looking at him like, baby, what good would that serve me? Right. That doesn't make any sense. And again, you know, Rhaenyra and Baela have had their side quest thoughts, and Rhaenyra straight said, look, I know we lost on Tanisi. I hate that happened. I'm sorry, but I know were very expressly under her care. I know you know the right mindset to be in some of these things, and I need to lean on you, I think, because I'm at a loss with Antonisi gone. And Baela did not flinch at all. She took that to heart and went about doing what needed to be done. And
yeah, she is the one that inherited the brain cell.
Yeah, and one of those things is navigating through Jace and his the storm within him. And I felt every single word that she said to him in this episode. And like that was I think probably no, I'm gonna say number 2. That was the number 2 biggest highlight for me.
I'm right up there with
you. I really appreciate
one
that.
of my favorite transactions was those two together, where Baela's like, look, bruh, suck it up, get your shit together. You're the fucking Prince of Dragonstone. Yes, you're a bastard. Everybody fucking knows. Get over it. And accept these Dragonseeds for what they are, because they're going to help us.
That part.
Right, exactly. That part. Because again, like I said in the last episode, Jace, first of all, this was your idea. And if you don't want her to run this, then that means you have to find another solution. So what solution is there?
Yep.
And silence. Like, come on, bro. This is not putting your lineage in jeopardy at all. Everyone already and has been recognizing you as Rhaenyra's chosen heir. You don't have to have any beef with this shit, but what you could have done, what you should have done, and I said this like at the end of that first interaction with Ulf and Hugh, is I would not correct Ulf. Yes, that was 100% needed. Sometimes you got to put that bass in your voice, and Jace did. And the minute Ulf found out who he was, he jumped right out like, "Oh, my bad, sir." Right. He goes up and tries to hug him like, "Oh, we're family. I'm so sorry. I didn't know who he was." And Hugh was looking at him incredulously like, "Motherfucker, he lives here. How did you not know who the fuck he was? How did you not know that he was the authority instead of the queen? If he walks in here and sees some random motherfucker with their foots on the damn war table, bruh."
He didn't give a fuck. He did not give a fuck at all.
And that is the problem. And that is one of the things that I will leave you guys for a pinpoint to think on, is how are these dragons going to be in the correct mindset? And when I say dragons, I'm not talking about the actual animals. I'm talking about the Dragonseeds. How are they going to perceive things moving forward into season 3? And I think that it's very intriguing to see how they're moving. I love that, that point where Rhaenyra walked up to Adam, was like, hey, yo, I got a thing that needs to happen. Let's go. And she did that right after she got that raven from Sir Strong. And again, if y'all didn't know, Sir Strong is that side character that we didn't all know that we needed. But now that he is here, he is in the same, at least for me, speaking for me, he is in the same camp that Helaena is in. Okay. She's a member of Team Green by association. And if I could go and rescue her and pull her on to where she could just chill with her daughter and the dragons, and it'll be great, I would. Sir Strong, if I can go up to Harrenhal and snatch up all your people, I know you don't got a whole lot of money left, and you worried to make your so ends meet to cover your people. Come with me over to Dragonstone. I promise you, I got the supplies. Y'all are good. Because those are some characters that came through really well in this episode. And again, I think there's a lot of things that were filler I could have did without. However, I did enjoy a lot of the juicy breadcrumbs. So I am very much looking forward to season 3. Again, it is school night for us adults. So let me go around the horn one time. And I'll start up top to see what did you guys rate this episode. Tassie, I'm gonna start with you.
Probably like a 6, maybe 6.5. It wasn't the strongest, and I can tell people were. As soon as it ended, I knew people were gonna be mad because it's basically set up for season 3.
Yeah.
But there were things in it that I did enjoy. I did love Damon's vision. Helaena does it for me every day, all day, every single day. I basically like a lot of things in it, just not as a whole. So I would say maybe a 6.5, 7 at top. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Let me exit and let me address this count real quick here. King Cash says, "Yo, hey, good to see you again, bro." So what happens if Hugh wants to challenge Jace for air after Rhaenyra passes? You just gave him the second biggest dragon.
He has no right
having a dragon does not automatically make you throne worthy.
Yeah.
What makes you throne worthy is if you have a direct recognized lineage to the throne. And none of the bastards, including Hugh, can prove who exactly is their Targaryen parent. So just being able
Fire rebellion again. If we're talking about bastards.
Exactly.
But we don't entirely know that Hugh does not have proof. I'm just saying.
But he's still a bastard.
He said no. It's not even about him still being a bastard, but he said that his mother was, some Targaryen that was from across the narrow sea. But his name is not in the books. We can't trace his lineage like we could Joffrey's in Game of Thrones. We can't trace his lineage like we did where Robert was, where his grandmother was a Targaryen princess. That he's on the books. This kid is not. It's like Edric Storm. Perfect example. Edric Storm is a recognized bastard. So when it comes to inheriting like Storm's End, he definitely would be in the running for that. You don't need a dragon to have that. I mean, but for here in this world, Hugh cannot prove exactly what his lineage is. So he doesn't have a claim.
Well, we don't know. He could actually have proof that we just don't know about yet. But
why would he not use that proof before now, though?
But because he said he was ashamed of it. He didn't even admit to his wife that he was a Targaryen.
Okay, I think
I still think but at the end of the day, if he wants to challenge him and he has a fucking dragon and people are behind him, it does not matter what's on the books or what's at some point his legitimacy is like it's all like kind of in the eye of the beholder, so to speak. Well, we're gonna keep fighting about this.
What? No. See, no, I don't think we're fighting. I always enjoy
we're gonna
a good debate.
Yeah, we're gonna keep debating. I would say fighting like in the most lighthearted way.
Of course, and again, just so y'all know, okay, me and Bex are actually 100% homies outside of YouTube. Like we've literally hung out together, and it was a great weekend when we did that.
It's like I say, like we're fighting, like we're not fighting. We're
quote unquote
we're fighting, but we're not fighting.
Right?
We're
fighting. No, see, the thing with Hugh. Again, I don't think it's enough. It's just a dragon. Rhaenyra had a dragon. Helaena had a dragon. It's not about being Targaryen. But yeah, I mean, again, George wrote these things the way they were because he wanted to have these thoughts and conflicts. And honestly, I feel like conflict is even too strong of a word.
I think that you're missing one key thing is that Hugh doesn't just have any dragon. He has Vermithor, the second largest dragon. So if he wants to lay claim to the throne and he has the second largest dragon, people are going to wonder. People's heads are going to go, maybe listen to the guy with the second biggest dragon. And if Vhagar dies and Vermithor survives, he's going to have the biggest dragon.
Okay, so here's the thing. No, see, here's the thing though. If Vhagar, if Vhagar goes away, they are going to look at the dragon that killed Vhagar, or the dragon that was the most prominent, I think, in killing Vhagar. Vhagar is not a way to the throne. That doesn't matter. And yes, Hugh is on Vermithor. That's fine. But he's still an unrecognized bastard that cannot on paper prove his lineage. Jace does not have that problem.
Well, I'm gonna tell him that he doesn't have the army.
Just a little bit because when
and also no, you're right, Heidi. He also doesn't have the army. Jace does.
Or the coin.
Exactly. And Hugh has none of these things. Jace has all of those things. And that's what it is. But we can get into that subtopic. Bex and or Heidi, please put a pin in that. Yeah. Please put a pin in that because I would like to expound on that, but that's not for tonight. Let's see. Where is Sphinxy? Did you give your thing?
I did.
Or Daph. I'm pretty sure Daphne don't got nothing coming up. If Daphne got something coming up, you gonna see it on my channel.
Pretty much.
So yeah, she don't be on these YouTube streets like us.
Yeah.
But I will rope her into some random movie, TV show recaps because Tanisha could tell you the way she be recapping stuff is hilarious. And I think y'all would enjoy that. So stay tuned for that. Sphinxy, what you got for this up? What you rating this up?
I'm giving it a solid 8.
Okay. I like that.
I really feel like it was a big turning point for me when Damon bent the knee to Rhaenyra. Like I was up cheering.
Girl, finally.
Yeah, like yes.
Finally
this dude has come to his fucking senses and here we go. She's got the army. She's got the dragons. I'm like, Team Black, let's go. So I was lit. So it was just a solid 8 for me.
Did you think that he would have done that had he not had the vision with the werewood?
No.
But
also, I don't even know if he would have. I don't even know if he was trying when he first went there in the first place. Like if that was his initial intention. But no. Had he not seen the visions, he would not have done that.
Right.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I think when he went there, his intentions were for Rhaenyra's army. But he got there and kind of got to feeling himself.
He got in his own head.
Yeah, and he was like, I could be the king and let me do my own king thing. But once he saw those visions, then he got his mind right and he was like, okay, I'm bending the knee. And I was like, yes!
Hello. Right. Yeah, I did the exact same thing. 100%.
Oh, and they were totally going to kiss, but Rhaenyra said, "Not here, not now, later." But you know that night she won Bronco.
They do this forehead bumping thing where they're like,
they do that. Yeah,
and then like
it's like
it wasn't me that had said it in the chat, but someone else did catch that also. Tinny, do you have anything coming up outside of random excursions that me and Daff always rope you into?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say my excursion. I'm sorry. I just talked about. Can I rewind real quick?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah. Tinny said she didn't have nothing, so yeah, rewind to you, Chris.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I was just talking about the episode, but I forgot to mention that we're going to do a spoilers and theory stream on Saturday.
Yes.
This coming Saturday. Me, AK, the squad. We're going to talk about some spoilers and theories. Now that the season's over, we can really get into it. So that'll be on my channel on Saturday.
Yes,
what
indeed.
time? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yay! I'm probably gonna be working, so I'm not gonna be able to see it, but I'll be there with you in spirit.
That's all right. Yo, come through for the rewatch. That's all right. All right, Lady Heidi of the Awesomest CostumeCo.
Aww.
What was your rating for this episode, ma'am?
I'm actually going to give it an 8.5.
Okay.
I'm giving it an 8.5. I would have probably given it an 8, but because Rhaenyra had that amazing nightgown with the pleating and everything, I'm going to give it
gorgeous.
Yo,
I was so happy.
One of my favorite costumes all season.
Oh, girl, you are going to have such a blast doing your costume video for this episode.
Yes.
Just on the Triarchy alone.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and then I was going to say, so 2 things. One, whoever is able to come on to my live stream on Thursday, so Bax,
for sure.
Alicia, of course, and Tatiana.
Yep, you know I'm going to be there.
For Thursday.
I will do my best.
I'm really excited because on Tuesday I am doing a panel with the creative team on Shogun. So I've got the costume designer, I've got the production designer,
We get it.
and I have the
can I volunteer as tribute?
So that's
Por favor.
And it's at 2:15. I don't know why that time. 2:15 p.m. EST on Tuesday. So that live stream. So it'll be a live stream, but if you can't see it, it's going to be recorded. So that's what. And Carlos is going to be there, and I adore him.
Oh, absolutely. And from Meeks, Shelly Meeks, it came up with a good theory, and her rating is 8.5 as well. I mean, I'm gonna need you to give me the tea on that rating there, or on that tinfoil that you spun there, my lady. Oh shit! Damn it! Wait. No, wait. No, I put Heidi. My bad. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. I hit the wrong button.
I had to sort of smooth out my eyebrows.
Look here. Okay, look.
I didn't know it was gonna be so close.
Why is the rum always gone? Okay, it's my fault. Don't judge me. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. All right.
The rum is always gone.
Look. Okay, look, see, okay, you literally have lived in the same house with me on multiple occasions. You know this. Don't judge me.
The hell?
All right, so we went. The boxes are out of order right now, but it doesn't matter. Lady Bex, I believe you are our final contestant here. What is your rating for the episode?
I'm not good at rating things so quickly, like afterwards, but like my initial reaction is probably 7.5. The season was done really dirty by HBO, so didn't get our big final battle. And like we're used to like the final episodes like setting up and granted, like I think like the Dragonseeds are like a great final set piece, but I don't know. I guess I'm knocking it down mostly because God, I hate these like Rhaenyra Alicent meetings. Like I hate them. I hate them.
I understand that. Yeah.
At this point, it did not need to happen.
Yeah. Why do they keep meeting up?
Like they did not need to do it twice. Like
correct.
And honestly, I hated it the first time, but I was kind of coming around to it. But the fact that they did it again, I was like,
yeah,
like, come on, like
that's Ryan. That's all.
Yeah,
Ryan,
well,
yeah, you're right.
But I mean, like I understand like the story instinct to keep these two tied together.
Like Santi going to bed. Night, Santi.
We want their interactions. Like it's like the show is like the whole crux of the show is built off the fact that they had this like amazing, intense relationship, and how it faltered, and then like fucking war followed. So I get the instinct. I understand it narratively, but like, come on, like you know. But also I want to give the like Ryan and the rest of the showrunners a lot of like they got screwed big time by HBO.
A little bit. Yeah.
You know, for us not getting 10 episodes and them not getting the budget that they're used to. And like they gave us the dragons instead. So I mean like so this episode I kind of put like 7.5 for now, but I actually, but in the grand scheme of things, like I give them a lot of props. Like I think they accomplished a lot this season. They did a lot, like, and did it well.
Yeah.
Despite the limitations.
Well, they did say we were going to get 17 dragons.
Who said 17 dragons?
That's what they had said.
Oh my. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's already 7.
Yeah, we are going to regale that to the subject folder title, speculative and possibly horrific tinfoil of the realm. So I did everyone give their scores? I think it's just me that's left.
Probably.
What? Yeah, I mean, correct me if y'all didn't give a score. Let me know, and I'll pause. For myself, I think I'll go for an 8.75 because again, there were some juicy breadcrumbs, some bits of old magic that I really did like, but I still wanted more for everything else that happened. So I don't know. That's just what it was. Not too big of a gripe.
One last thought I had actually just now is I noticed that at the end of the episode, all the dragon riders and so on were getting dressed and, everyone's getting ready to go to war kind of thing. It sort of reminded me, the episode in Game of Thrones, the blow up the sept of Baelor.
Yeah.
I just thought of that right now. So
that's very similar.
But we didn't get the battle. It kind of just like whereas in that episode we had the blow up the sept.
Like it fizzed out. Yeah,
it fizzed out. It was like, psh. So I'm wondering if at the beginning of maybe season 3 they'll pick up maybe that same sort of. Idea.
That is my hope. Mm-hmm. That is my hope.
I think the opening scene of season 3 is going to be like all in, balls out,
full-fledged battles.
I hope so.
Dragons flying in, everybody just going in, and
that's exactly where we're going.
They have 2 years.
At least that's where they left us, and I think that's where we definitely will be going in the future. So we're gonna hit this little outro. I told y'all, John Boy had hooked us up with another random funny retreat. So I'm play that now. Is the who joke?
You said John Boy. Is that a Walton's joke?
No. And John Boy, aka Johnny Greenhands, the Irish Rodling, aka John and Ghost. So I'm play this, and then we're gonna get out of here. Do not forget to come check us out tomorrow around 7:30, 7:45 ish for the full spoilerific discussion. And always, again, remember, always bet on black.
You cunt. Are you even wearing a saddle? Sea smoke, you whore. What if he shit his pants while riding you? Do you know how hard it is to get human shit off a dragon? What is it you want?
His name is Adam. You never listen to me, Mom. I choose who mounts me. And just so you know, he's a Capricorn.
What of Aries, Leo, or Cancer? Find you a nice Sagittarius.
The dragon told you that it's me. No Cancer. A Capricorn has a sigil of a goat, greatest of all time. I can teach you if you would allow me.
Well said, I accept Mount Sea Smoke. Let us go to Dragonstone.